Tongi criticized the Duterte administration. Innocent people are dying in PH with no due process. TV host and actress Jade Tongi gets lambasted online after she posted on her Instagram account a screenshot of Los Angeles Times issue featuring the latest controversy between President Rodrigo Duterte and U.S. President Barack Obama, where Obama cancelled the meeting allegedly due to Duterte's swearing. Along with the photo, Tongi expressed her disappointment with Duterte as she hashtagged her caption with "What a shame" and told people to leave if they were going to comment ignorant and hateful remarks. At POTUS cancels meeting with D30 Law Times. "What a shame if you are going to leave ignorant and hateful remarks, get off my wall. Losers," she posted. Her post was flooded with many advertising remarks from supporters of Duterte that eventually led to brief word wars, pushing her to block several netizens. "I am flabbergasted by people's ignorance. Do you understand that a president of any country needs to be diplomatic instead of cursing? Innocent people are dying by the thousands with no due process in the Philippines. Human rights violation. Thank you at Jim Perez for saying it like it is." She commented on the same post thanking the former member of APO Hiking Society who agreed with her sentiments. "Duterte is an immature leader. I am being kind. The truth is he is a megalomaniac," Paredes commented. "Extrajudicial killings is fundamentally inhumane and wrong on any level. For you to justify this means you have reached a side that no longer values life and liberty. So keep wasting your time bashing because your reasoning is flawed and illogical," she added. Invite you to watch video. Heartbreaking, abandoned baby Jade passed away after 2-week coma. Many netizens mourned as baby Jade made headlines today when she passed away after being comatose for more than a week with the diagnosis of lack of oxygen. Baby Jade made rounds in the social media after being found in a trash bin last August 25 near Jade Garden Townhomes. She was wrapped in a plastic bag and was inside a box. She was allegedly abandoned by her housemaid mother who worked for one of the townhouse's residents. She got arrested at September 1 and is scheduled for psychiatric counseling. Charges of frustrated infanticide is filed against her. Baby Jade was initially confined at the Valenzuela General Hospital. September 2 was when she got transferred to the Philippine Children's Medical Center. But Mara Salazar of Valenzuela Public Information Office has confirmed that she died today at around 4 a.m. Meanwhile, many netizens expressed their grief over the little angel's death. It has already garnered 46,000 likes and more 1,000 shares. Invite you to watch video. Biringan City of Samar, the Philippines' lost city that's ruled by a woman named Carolina. Creepy. Must read. Have you heard of the creepy stories regarding the lost city in the Philippines? The Biringan City, which people said to have been located in Samar, is considered as the most mysterious and indeed the creepiest city in the Philippines. An anonymous person posted a story in the Facebook page of Spookify, saying that her auntie has a friend who was invited by a girl named Carolina back in 1983, to come with her in the Biringan City in Samar, saying that she'd be the one to pay for their expenses. The sender said that her auntie described Carolina as the girl who has a mesmerizing beauty and is also wealthy. According to the sender, Carolina went to Biringan City, Samar along with 3 of their friends in Manila. But after they reached the city, the people who came with Carolina has never returned again. After a few years, one of the 3 people who went to Biringan with Carolina sent a letter to his family saying that they shouldn't worry about him anymore because he's already happy in Biringan and he's already happy with his own family. After that, the people who came with Carolina were never seen again. If you'd try to search the story about the Biringan City on Google, lots of stories will appear. There are stories saying that Biringan City is the wealthiest city in the Philippines and has been known worldwide. 1. Transportation drivers, people who get lost on directions. But most of the time, the elementals from the city are tricking them to enter the Biringan City. 2. Fishermen, shortage of seafoods would lead to fishermen desperately looking for other sources of food, making them visit a city with aquatic resources that turns out to be tea skies of the ethereal city. 3. Businessmen dealers, some visitors of Biringan were investors from tea parts of the world. The elementals are disguising themselves as business enthusiast, and when the dealers visit their city at night, they wouldn't want to leave the place because of its beauty. Up until now, the Byrongan city is still a mystery to everyone and is still being debated if this is truly a city in Samar that was forgotten, or was it really a kingdom of the elementals. Invite you to watch video. Pregnant woman was arrested by NBI after being caught in the act of using illegal drugs. A pregnant woman named Alma Castaneda was caught in the act of using illegal drugs by the Authority of National Bureau of Investigation, NBI, in the held anti-drug operation at Pasig City. Woman was caught using drugs with her husband, Marcos Castaneda, when the NBI came. 5 sachets of suspected shabu and other drug paraphernalia was acquired by the authorities. They were also accused that they let their customers molest their daughter after they used drugs, which the two denied. Mrs. Castaneda also said that they were not pushers of illegal drugs but they were just users instead. According to NBI, they will do another follow-up operations to caught all the other users of illegal drugs in the area. Invite you to watch video. First openly gay contestant competes for Miss America crown. Trailblazing doesn't typically come to mind when describing beauty pageants. But that's how one contestant in this weekend's Miss America pageant is being characterized. Erin O'Flaherty, the first openly lesbian Miss America contestant, is one of 52 women hoping to win the crown on Sunday. "It was a little bit scary," the 23-year-old told People magazine about the decision to declare her sexuality for the contest, "but there was never going to be another decision that was made." Raised on a farm, O'Flaherty began competing in pageants 5 years ago as an 18-year-old student at the University of Central Florida, she told the magazine. She is representing the state of Missouri in Sunday's pageant. Reactions to her taking part in Miss America have ranged from vicious and hateful to supportive and joyous, she said in an Instagram post. "At times, I've wanted nothing more than to protect myself and hide from the attention. But what change would that inspire?" The most storied of U.S. beauty pageants, Miss America earned some of the country's highest TV ratings when it was first broadcast during its heyday in 1950s. More recently, it and other beauty pageants have been increasingly criticized as sexist and outdated. Miss Teen USA got rid of its swimsuit contest during its competition in July. Previous prominent Miss America winners include Vanessa Williams, who became the first black winner in 1983. She was forced to relinquish her crown when it became known that she had posed nude for Penthouse magazine. Former Fox TV News anchor Gretchen Carlson, Miss America in 1989, made headlines this week by winning a $20 million settlement after filing a sexual harassment suit against her one-time employer. This year's judges included Olympic gold medal-winning gymnast Gabby Douglas and celebrity tech billionaire Mark Cuban. Invite you to watch video. Manny Pacquiao reveals retirement anguish. Manny Pacquiao says he knew almost as soon as his retirement began that he had made a mistake, revealing that loneliness and love for the sport had drawn him back into the ring. The legendary Filipino icon, who hung up his gloves after what was supposed to be a farewell victory over Timothy Bradley in April, ended his short-lived retirement early last month. The 37-year-old fighter is now targeting a slice of the world welterweight title when he faces World Boxing Organization champion Jesse Vargas in Las Vegas on November 5. Pacquiao had initially planned to focus on his political career after being elected to the Philippine Senate in May. However, politics proved to be no substitute for pugilism in the eyes of the Filipino great, who showed he had plenty left in the tank with a stylish win over Bradley 5 months ago. "First, when I hung up my gloves, I realized," Pacquiao told reporters on Thursday. "I felt lonely and thinking about it over and over, I thought, boxing still likes me. Boxing still loves me. So why stop my boxing career? So that's why I decided to continue my journey as a boxer." Freddie Roach, Pacquiao's long-serving cornerman, revealed the fighter had made up his mind to scrap his retirement before he had even flown back to the Philippines from Las Vegas following the Bradley bout. "Before he left for the airport after the last fight, he told me very clearly, 'We will fight again,'" Roach told reporters. "It was no surprise. The only surprise," Roach said, "was the timing. I knew that after he became a senator, he would fight again, "I just thought it would be next year," he said. Pacquiao said that while his boxing career is now firmly back underway, he remains committed to politics, maintaining that he has had a perfect attendance record in the Senate since his election. "I've learned a lot in not only talking about the problems. The most important thing is common sense," Pacquiao said. "The only challenge has been fitting his fitness regime around his duties in the Senate. In the morning I'll go for a jog and then rest a little bit, and then start work in the office," he said. "By 10 o'clock I go to the Senate building and attend committee meetings, and after the committee meetings, attend the full session. And after the session I go straight to the gym, which is only 500 m away from the Senate, and then train," he said. After training, back home and rest. Roach said he had been impressed by Pacquiao's conditioning after seeing him this week. "He works out every day. He's in pretty good shape," he told reporters. "He's the hardest worker I've ever seen." Many commentators have speculated that Pacquiao views his election to the Senate as a stepping stone for a presidential run. However, Pacquiao dismissed the suggestion. "That's not in my mind right now," he said. "My focus is to serve honestly, and to pass laws that will help less fortunate families." In the near term, Pacquiao's gaze is firmly fixed on his date with Vargas, 27-1 with 10 knockouts, at the 19,000-capacity Thomas and Mack Center. Mexican-American Vargas said he is aiming to avenge Pacquiao's numerous victories over Mexican fighters during his career. Pacquiao smiled when asked for his reaction to Vargas's comments. "This is not a movie. This is not a revenge movie. This is sport. Do your job and I'll do my job," he said. This story has been viewed 676 times.